Oh boy. The first day back to school, y'all, and I'm not ready. You know, hold this real fast until I back up a little. Oh, all right. Now I'm about to pull out. Now here come all these cars pulling out. Here we go. Like they don't start to move until I start moving. That's when all the cars on the block just act like, you know what? I'm going this way. Act like they got somewhere to go. It's so weird. Like dead looking carcass people. Now I'm gonna tell you this. Look, little bald head bitches. Like, what are y'all acting like they don't see somebody? How do you come out of a parking spot? Like, I swear to gosh. So that's what I'm gonna have to show y'all. Like, when I come out of the house in the morning, how people just be like, it's weird. It's like scattered roaches. As soon as I come out, like they just be sitting there watching or something. But anyway, I'm not even gonna tell y'all GM, you know, those words, because I don't know, just from me being so disgusted from having to get up, it just brought something to my reality, to my mind. Think about how many of us, right? Because we all were born being told what to do. And I feel like when you come on this planet, you should be able to explore, like my mindset is like this, right? You come on the planet, you should be able to explore the planet that you live on as an earthling, right? Yet, when you come on the planet, you are kind of controlled. You kind of controlled because they tell you every damn thing to do. They don't allow you to explore the planet and go where you want to go. Really, like, I feel like, what you call it, transportation around this motherfucker should not only be free, but we should be able to have freedom and flow of transportation from the United States all the way around the world. It should be a transportation system to get us all around the world, to enable us as humans on a planet that we was born to explore it. How is you born somewhere? Like, it's almost like moving in a house and your mom is like, never go in that room. We only can go in 4 of the 10 rooms in the house. And you always wondering what they keeping in the rest of the house. Like, what's going on? Hey, good morning, Connell Blackwell. And you wondering what's in the house, but they not telling you. But you was born in it. Like, you're always gonna wonder. But the fact that, you know, they keep you distracted upon distraction upon distraction. You never, average people never get a chance to really think beyond, oh, what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Can you fucking imagine? Like, it really freaked me out today just to think about how many people wake up in spurts at the same motherfucking time a day. Like, that shit is eerie, right? And think about somebody that's like harvesting energy and understanding that, oh, at a certain time of day, all of these people go and get up. So I know, you know, at this time of day, we can almost count on this type of thing happening because we have this much energy. Now think about if people was doing their own thing, if the energy would be sporadic to somebody that's trying to harvest that shit, because you wouldn't be able to calculate it. So the variables lie upon the times that they done told us, get up, go to sleep, do all of these things. That's when, you know, our energy is used the most. And it's almost like, yo, as humans, we don't, like, most of y'all motherfuckers don't understand when y'all, it's either y'all don't understand at this point, what the, or y'all just like used to abuse. Y'all love, y'all do love toxicity for some reason. Y'all love that shit. So, for somebody to abuse you and you not stand up for yourself, that's what this world is ran up of. A whole bunch of bullies that bank on the people of the place that they was born to not realize that they being used for their energy and plus more. But let's divide them and tell some of them they better. It's the same shit that they do to you in the workplace. They do it in the fucking workplace. Look how many motherfuckers miserable in there, unless they got a office husband or wife or some shit. Unless their paycheck is a little bit higher. That's why they create hierarchies everywhere. If you haven't noticed that shit, they create hierarchies because people with egos, they not gonna think outside of, oh, I'm getting paid the highest. That's why you got motherfucking office pit bulls and motherfuckers that'll chase you across CVS parking lot for somebody stealing and shit out of there, and none of this shit belong to them. You got the motherfucker, and I get it. People be passionate about a job that they really should be showing up in this world. Be like all the things that they made you pledge for a job, right? You go in this job, you read the handbook, you get the uniform. That label, that job that you feel like you've gotten has only taken away from the purpose that God have gave you. Because if you was a skilled carpenter or plumber or landscaper, it's no way God wanted you to grow up to fucking work for Lily's Landscaping. Meanwhile, you got motherfuckers running amok across this bitch, trying to cause accidents and shit in their landscaping trucks. Are you fucking kidding me? It's too early for that. God wanted your ass outside landscaping the planet. You were supposed to be a planet landscaper, okay? It is. It's very stressful. Thank you. Yes, I'm doing fine as well. I mean, I'm just frustrated at us participating. Like, we all have griefs, right? But we give our energy to something every fucking day that does not serve us. Like, I've never in my life been a morning person. Maybe, if I was expecting some shit and then if I was plugged into the matrix, but it's never in my life have I been like, oh, I just love getting up at 6 a.m. It's ice fucking cold. Like, what the fuck? Who is getting up at 6, 7, 8? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Half the time, we don't even I'm seeing seagulls now, but I'm not waking up the birds chirping and shit. I'm not. And maybe if I was in that type of space, then my body would calibrate to that. But it's not. It's not calibrating to this shit in the environment that I'm put in, and then you want me to participate in this shit. I've been so lackluster about participating in the life of being a plugging myself into the matrix. Anytime that I can get away with that shit, I'm getting away with it because it's disgusting. I don't want to sell myself short for people that, first of all, I happen to be a fucking black person on this planet. Look at how much grief we get, but yet you need my black ass to get up every motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Now, today has been a good day. Now, I don't know if my prayers, if all the work I've been doing over the break is working. So I don't know if I'm going to have to do a paid actors live, because on top of my grief, right, I'm having these thoughts in my mind. You also got to deal with reckless drivers outside, and it really adds to my overstimulation and unhappiness. So I'm hoping I don't have to go there today, but I've done this also for my protection and to show, because right now I don't have a camera. Well, it's not even the fact that I don't have a camera. It's the fact that I don't have I don't have in my dashboard. You know how like the power thing, the power. Um, hey, I can see you now, bitch. Let me go ahead and block your bitch ass. Let me report you. Harassment. Yeah. Oh, what you hurried up and ran or something? Why can't I report that? I think we forgot to get my phone broke. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it while he was shit, but it's gonna be like the crazy thing is gonna be that until they get the IMEI switched over, then it's not gonna be, well, I'm gonna see what I can do. All right, so now the people that come on here, they probably, I don't know if they found me from my other thing, because they tried to come on my TikTok, like my TikTok live, and get me banned. They be butt hurt. These people do not like being exposed, right? So I can expect for people to come up here, run their mouth, because there's a lot of butt hurt, salty pants ass bitches that watch me. I can't imagine getting up in the morning watching somebody I don't like. That is the weirdest shit. Like, it's early in the morning, right? I'm talking about shit I don't like and I don't want to participate in. And yet you got people up here, right, running their mouth and shit, but you watching me. Y'all motherfuckers is obsessed. So anyway, like I was saying, you get up in the morning, it's weird ass people that's out here. And they are, let me tell you why it clicked in my mind. Cause this one chick was like, they controlling the traffic. They want you to go through the tolls, right? And then I thought about it. I do live near a fucking toll. So if I don't go through the street, which is people out here that, like, when I leave my house, I have enough time to take my daughter to school. But with these people, it's almost like they will make you late to go where you gotta go. Now, I done seen a couple cars speed past me. These cars might have sped past me because what they do is create traffic. So later on, when I'm going up the street, these cars might be at the front of the line going like 25 miles an hour because they know I'm coming, because they sped past me to get past me. But yet they'll try to slow me the fuck down. So it is clicking. If I go into and pay the toll, $3 every day, $3 go back and forth, my daughter got a better chance of not being late to school. So it's like, And then what the tickets that's coming to my house, like I said, right, it is. Like, you on my shit watching me and don't like me. Like this, and then you have people that, like in back of me right now, they'll put their lights, they put it in your mirror. Like, they get off on that. I don't get it. Like, you at back of me, what do you get off of putting your fucking light in my mirror? It's weird. Like, y'all motherfuckers get off on the smallest rewards. Now, you know how they say people got dopamine in the front of their brain, right? And people have it's called the reward center. Johnson Controls. That's one of the vans I always see going around the city. Johnson Controls. Yes. So today they probably trying to be low profile. If y'all are stalking me from TikTok, because y'all know it's harder to get a channel banned on YouTube. TikTok, y'all bitches have figured the shit out. But you know how they say, somebody give you a compliment, you get a little reward, you get a little burst of excitement, a compliment, some candy, shit like that. Y'all weird motherfuckers get bursts of excitement from blinding somebody with your LED light. Like, bitch, you don't go to fuck here. That's why I said the sun, a lot of people probably got pissed the fuck off remembering what I told them, that the sun burns you naturally, baby. Get them bullshit ass LED lights out of my face before I shove them up your ass. And then I know these adult men and women out here playing in lights, because when one day I went into a parking lot, pulled up next to a car. It was one of them white utility vans and shit that you see a lot of your husbands and brothers and shit riding around. These motherfuckers had LED lights. Hey, good morning, girl. Oh, I don't know if you were. Good morning, Symphony. They had lights, dollar T lights, taped on the front of their headlights in a car. So you really out here playing. You really out here playing. It's funny. So it's like the simple things, the little rewards. Look, you see how they jump out of traffic when you turn the corner? They'll be. This is the shit I'm talking about. This is where what causes accidents. You'll have cars that's parked right. They'll see you turn the corner because you coming down in traffic. These motherfuckers will jump out of a parking spot in front of you. Don't let it be crowded. Look, racing. Don't let it be crowded though. I'm going my way. They want you to race now. I came down here. These fucking trucks, I've called on them out of this yard and from the side of this little place right here. They've had trucks like that just jumping out of this bitch in the traffic. Like, are you kidding me? The deadliest accidents. Like, they trying to cause the deadliest accidents. I mean, right now I got somebody speeding up on my right because they want me to get over in my blind side because they want to cause the deadliest accidents. Like, these people, I'm telling you, I got them clocked. Now, as the new year, we had that break. So they might have different tactics now because they work in groups. And it's crazy. I think I said this before on another live. It's something right now going around TikTok where it was a white car coming down the street and it was a SUV, MTA, but it was a mobility. And it's the city mobility trucks, right? The MTA buses, anything with that city logo, they going around the city trying to cause accidents too. Not only are they going around the city trying to cause accidents, they trying to get you tickets. They the ones that every ticket that's coming to my house got the same logo on that shit. The Baltimore City logo. That's the same logo that's on the trash can that they stole. It's a recycling trash can. Why are you stealing it when everybody got one? Now this is where the bullshit about the story. Green lights. I have a GPS on right now. That's the way that I know that this is bullshit. This is because they want, and look at what I said at the top. It's a bus right there. They be the main culprits. They use the bigger trucks. It ain't never been a time in my life where they had, MTAs and the MTAs, but big utility trucks everywhere in the morning with regular cars. Like those normally be on the highway. Now they're using these big buses. Look how the bus all the way in the right hand lane but gotta go left. Like, that's bullshit. They doing that shit to cause accidents. They're causing accidents, y'all. MTA is in on that shit. Because it's anything with Baltimore City. They in on it. You're not about to tell me. I see the same vehicles participate. Look at all these big ass vehicles early in the morning. Like, where y'all going that early in the morning? Y'all sitting up there at the front of this is how they do it. They had them at the front of the traffic, right? Because to the cars, the smaller cars, you can't see the light. So if the light turned green, they will sit there. They will sit at that light until the last minute, go through the light, and then we sitting at the light again. They'll have about like four people go through. I'm in the left lane going the speed distance. This is a regular road, so do you think I'm supposed to go 60 miles an hour? The normal speed is 30 miles. Now, if you see me going down a regular street 30 miles an hour and they going down, look at that. That's 25 miles an hour, baby. Like, what are you talking about? These cars going fast only because they trying to create traffic. They was late to create traffic this morning. Okay? You see all this shit we're about to go into? They was late for that. They got to get ahead in order to create the traffic. That's why I'm like, how do they know? Like, it's almost like when I come outside, that's when they get here she come. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? And watch, this is only Monday. This is only Monday. Watch when we go down. Watch with Tuesday, Wednesday. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. So if I could show y'all right now what's happening, I'll have big ass black trucks, deadly looking people behind shining their lights. That's the government and shit. A lot of the times you look at the back of that, you see that big GMC, You and then when I'm saying something, I feel like they know they, especially on this street. Now I don't know if these people go by vibration or if they got some telepathic shit going, cause they know when I'm in here filming for real. Look, you see how I got get over? When you get over, that's when they start going. Look, so the cars like here that's parked normally is on the really far left. Far left, you see where that white utility? Normally that lane is clear. And people, once they were starting to create the traffic up here, right? That's when people started taking that far left lane all the way up. So now people parking in that shit so that people can. Like, who would want you to be late? Why would you, like, somebody like, yeah, we need people to park right there so that people can't go up there and get around us. Like, that's probably what they saying. Like, yeah, we try our best, but they be going around us. Look, they slowing down now because they need people to slow down. It's no reason to slow down and stop. You see the light is green, right? But this is how it starts. This is how it starts. Now I've been on the street and seen somebody run into the back of somebody doing that because the light is green. And then it's like y'all quick to sit up there, run up somebody's insurance in the accident because these people will lie like a bitch, right? Yeah, they don't care. Not just, it's not out to get me. No, it's not out to get me. The whole thing is that they trying to slow the city down so that they can put the e-cities, the smart cities, and they want the city, right? So basically what they need to do is slow people down. They need people to not have cars. If they have these people that's driving, what they do once you get past it, like in a heavily camera area, like with traffic parking tickets and shit, I mean the speed cameras, they will drive under speed limit. And you like moves, they know how to time it out from here. Watch how it go. They'll time it out from here so that you can continue to get at the yellow light or something like that. But on the speed, look, it's no reason why she had to slam on her brakes. You see how they just tried to incite me running into the back of her? The bitch got right there and slammed on her brakes. But at the end of the day, and some of y'all, that's probably like, that's what make it seem like it coincide with my live. Like, you got people that have been watching me. This is not my first rodeo. Like, I do this on TikTok and on Instagram. So you got people that watch me that probably that's coincide. Like, just because I'm saying they on the road, I feel like they definitely tap into my live. I mean, yeah, I feel like they tap into my live because I'm the one that's bringing awareness to this in my city. So it makes sense. If they're going to do all this, if people get up every day to do this shit, right? Look at this weird shit. Putting their light, this is the shit they get off of. You don't think people like this that get off on putting their lights in your fucking mirror would be incentivized to follow somebody? Like, come on now, you up on my live early in the morning questioning me. Like, that's the thing, you closed-minded for real. No, baby, this is not just Dallas. This is everywhere. I've made a TikTok post, and you should see how many people agreeing, saying they doing heavy construction. Everybody going 20 and something miles an hour, 20, 25 miles, driving slow and dumb. And also got their bright lights and doing that weird shit. Same shit. They doing it all in the city areas because they want the city back. Like, there's no reason to have to be at these lights. Like, this is where they make me late to get London, my daughter, to school. This bullshit. Because none of this shit, like, we could go straight. What would be the reason to have to stop at every light? Now, take a look at the lights. Every light has a camera at that light. I feel like those lights is monitoring who is in who is in what, like, cluster of traffic. Look, this truck right here, let me show y'all. This bitch been in back of me the whole time doing the same thing. He's mad. Like, y'all, they'll do shit like this, right? Y'all see the all black. That's government. Or whatever the fuck. uh, society. You will see throughout the day when I show y'all how many of the same trucks are alike. Now, why else would you need people to stop at every light, multiple, like we've been sitting here for 2 lights. Why else? What would I just want to know, like, use your brain. Use your brain. Why else would they be doing this shit? Now think about things that happen in like turn the fucking corner, bitch. Look. Turn the corner. She just want look, who does really? Like they want to create the traffic. Now y'all see all the way down there, all that shit is clear. No reason to stop. You see how slow they going? They is going under the speed limit. This is not 25 miles. They using the bigger trucks. Look, I'm showing you in real time. Why else would they be doing this shit? Why else? It's something that they collect. It's like, it's multiple reasons. It's multiple reasons. There's multiple reasons, but I really feel like surveillance is one. Because think about it. If somebody wanted to attack, think about how many times American systems have been hijacked and shit. People know, you know, they don't never tell us what happened when the banks been hijacked, when the schools. We just had the schools. Baltimore City was just fucking hijacked. Look, traffic going through traffic in the light green. When the fuck did, look, now the light was green, y'all. You're not about to tell me, yo. And you see that the bus is controlling everything. They put these lanes up here to control you from going, because this used to be a left turn lane. Now these bitches get to the front of the lane, act like they need power steering fluid to make a left. They really do. And now it's 8 o'clock. My daughter was supposed to be in the school. When I looked at my GPS, it said she would be at school at 8 o'clock. Now it's saying 8:09. Yeah, they caused an accident. Well, it's not only the cameras, but the people are initiating these accidents. Cause all right, so let me stay focused. So what will happen is this. Bam. See, I want to go through the light, right? The light is green. This truck in front of me will slow down. Look, what the fuck is this? You knew you had to. Oh no, this is when they get over in the left like that, they're creating more length in this lane to keep me away from the green light. And this is a turning lane. Look, you see how everybody getting over now? Now, normally somebody would be in my blind spot, so I couldn't get over to the right. Or if I got over, it would almost seem like, look, now they got the bus right there, gotta turn left. Look at what the fuck? This is the shit. Y'all, you're not about to tell me. Like, what the fuck? And then you go through the light and get a ticket. That's what I'm saying. Because it contributes to Baltimore City. This is exactly why the fuck I film. Because you know how many tickets I was getting? $75 tickets every day that come from Baltimore City. But you got these hooligans going around the city creating the situations around speed camera tickets. Y'all, come on now. And then when you look at the back of the license plates, a lot of the time these motherfuckers don't even be from Baltimore. They Virginia, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I done seen motherfuckers from out of state. Like, I mean, out of the country. Like, how did you even get your truck over here with all that Argentina mud on the back of it? Like, what the fuck? You doing down here from Argentina controlling traffic? What type of shit is that? What type of shit is that? And by the way, y'all, this where what's his name? Drewski. Yeah, Drewski, when he came down here to do Drewski TV or the auditions, that's where they was waiting at right there. But no, it's not. I understand that and you know what, with the people that just got their license, they are being taught to be weird as fuck. They're being taught to drive like this. I've been driving for a very long time. I'm not gonna make excuses for an old person that's been on the road longer than me. I feel like the longer you've been on the road, the more you should know how to drive. It's an agenda. And when people like you try to question things that I'm clearly showing you, this is the reason why they're able to get away with shit like this. I watched this shit happen from the Baltimore City, and then in the county in Whitemarsh, they doing the same thing. They slowly doing it in the county because you got more white people. With anywhere where it's whites and shit, they ain't really, doing heavy construction. But you got more of the traffic control. You get up there, there's so many old ass people up there, old whites and Hispanics up there, trying to make you get into a accident. You get around Towson, same shit. Towson, you got them young college students. It's like they work out. They the type that really love to do it. They get in the car, 3-4 people in the car, and doing that shit. Like, they love it. No, this not rush hour. This is not rush hour. Rush hour happened. My daughter go to school earlier than, like, this is created traffic. I'm telling you how to do it. Stop. But I've been driving this damn shit the same route since the beginning of school. You know the time I used to leave out my daughter to get her to school? Do you know? I used to leave out like 7:30 and still got her across the city. Now I gotta leave out like 6 something. This morning, the only reason why I was able to make it around here remotely close to 8 o'clock is because all the paid actors was still in slumber. Wait till tomorrow. Wait, they back activated on their routine. Then on the back of the cars, I've seen, I know I said the dark tinted out cars was the government, but I've seen the emblems on the back of some of these cars. I've seen NASA on the back of some of these cars. Like,
Okay.
love you, baby. I will pay your bill when I.
I'm not gonna, I promise you.
You want
Come
to?
and get me. Yeah.
All right, you
Happy
can.
birthday.
I'm gonna call you lunch break. Text me lunch break because
I can't text you with my phone off.
I'm gonna pay it though. By the time your lunch break's like 12, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Love you. Why you ain't take a soda?
I took a water, but it fell off.
How?
I don't know.
Oh. Gumby Crunchers. How does your water fall out the car? If y'all look at my floor, I got so many bottled waters down there, but they like half drunken out of. Like, what the heck? I always keep water around me. And my room is like that too. I got like hella water bottles that I keep. Because water is the protection. And I be thirsty. Alright, so come on. I like this. Hi, person that just came on here. Good morning. Hi. Like, what happened to end up having some morning sex? Do y'all even do that no more? Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm still a mom taking care of my daughter, so, but the rest of y'all, I just be like, y'all get up so willing to just zap somebody's energy out of them. Like, y'all just so willing to drain a bitch early in the morning. So willing. And I guess it makes sense. It goes with having to be in a controlled ass planet. This motherfucker is controlled as a bitch. And it's like, yo, you don't have enough things that take up your very day, your desire. I mean, some things even jump in front of you as a responsibility, and all you want to do is motherfucker control the next motherfucker. Some people got psychological issues. Really. I remember I was in a store and it was this older woman. I'm not going to say, but she was older. And she was like, I really wish, come on. Oh, girl, take your white ass on. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be nice to you, bitch. Like, y'all be having some real badass attitudes because you white and I'm pretty. Them white bitches be mad as shit. They act like they don't see you. And I ain't saying all of y'all. Some of y'all be cool. But a lot of y'all stink assholes, I get into it with y'all. When I go out to the club with my sister, y'all be nice to my sister, but y'all be mean to me. Keep taking shots and shit. Then do little weird, put your lights in my... Like, a lot of people... This is why I was banned from TikTok. Okay? Don't even say how you feel, because these bitches watch you. They like doing shit and watching you. You know, let me say something else. What was so psychologically weird, I was helping my daughter do this Black History uh thing, right? It was like a little report on one of the poets. It was like what was her name? Look, this bitch look weird. Let's look at this weird bitch handicap hoe. Look, just can't wait to put that lights. Look how they pulled. This is how they pulled. Like, but they always be having a dark. Like, how did we get there? How did we get there? Weird motherfuckers, right? You gotta be weird, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Weird Mercedes driving hoes. Now let me show y'all how I be getting down. Cause I'm gonna go to the side, let this bitch get where she wanna go. We gonna say good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, I thought you wanted to be famous because you kept on putting your lights all up in my damn mirrors this morning. Everywhere I went. A lot of people say that. Well, you know what? I'm going to pray for you because I don't know if people vessels being used and they just don't know what's going on. But I'm going to pray for you. All right. Have a good day. You too. Thank you. I really do. That's what I'm going to start doing. You see how they act like I don't know what happened. Like, but they be on my ass like, are you fucking kidding me, bitch? Are you kidding me? Cause that's why I'm so glad that we went through this break because people be really like, you see how I'm pulled on the back of her? Like this, like regular. I'm not like this. Like that's how the bitch was on me. It's like, what attention do you want? Because I will give it to you. That's why I'm waiting for this little piece of my car to be fixed so I can charge my phone up all day. So I can show y'all what the fuck I'm talking about since a motherfucker want to be acting like somebody got some shit to make up. I'm not a clown, yo. Like, I need all this shit in my life. I just need peace. I need some things that a massage, you know, like, some good conversation, baby, a vacation, some percolation for sure. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. You know what? The crazy thing is, I've been going through this for months and months and months and months. Okay? Approaching people that's doing shit to me. It's not road rage, baby. It's asking you, what the fuck are you doing? Okay? Now, if you out here being a dumb bitch and somebody asks you what you're doing, how is that rage? How is that rage? Like, you on my back. You know what? How you go from that to that? How that don't even make sense. You see what I'm saying? Senseless shit. This is the white supremacy shit. Like, this is all characteristics of white supremacy. That's why it's weird as fuck. Territorial, controlling, surveillance. Like, I don't know another group of people that don't like motherfuckers but be so infatuated. It is not just all that colored people. It's the mindset of a white supremacist. So like I was saying, there was a poet that was very, you know, what happened was she wasn't a poet. She was actually a black woman that was a free woman. They went over there to wherever she was at in her land, captured her. I know she was like in the sand. She was using the elements. That's what she said. I can't remember her name right now. And then these people came and they kidnapped her. Now, they took her in with the Freemasons. They were showing like George Washington and all these other people she was naming. And what they would do is ask her what was her journeys like. Now, this woman, this child actually went from a person that was using elements that evoked her own incantations and, you know, had her own way, to being told that God was going to punish you if you don't do certain things. And God, she was like, now I have to, on the way from being captive, right? In her captivity, she's in captivity, in travel, thinking like, how can I, in my mind, like, I'm just, You on my back. Anyway, in captivity, and in her travels, she's like, I used to be my own god, but now you telling me that a god is going to do something to me if I don't follow this. Now, and she was like, it wasn't an easy transition for her to be in control of herself and now being told that this God is going to get you. And what they did throughout her abuse was gave her a pen and a paper, taught her how to write, speak French and Spanish and all these other languages, right? And um and took her in, and she wrote a book with all her poems. And guess what her poems was? Traumatic responses. It was nothing but it was nothing but, how can I say this? Documentation. It was poetic language of her trauma, of them taking her, beating her, doing this to her, and yet she was a Nobel Peace Prize winner. So the fact that they was doing that type of shit, right, and bringing it to us, like we wasn't supposed to realize how just warped that was. Like I like, what the fuck? It's almost like me going to kidnap a motherfucker, right? Slashing them motherfuckers up, putting salt in that wound. All right, here, I'm gonna teach you some nigga ebonics. I want you to, tell me how you feel. Oh, wow, that's poetic. You said I made you smell like pussy. Did you hear that? Oh, Nobel Peace Prize. I never heard pussy that way. Like what? Like what? That's what the fuck y'all did, right? And y'all put it in books and libraries, and you gave people awards for being able to regurgitate their trauma and the fact that you fucking stole them from their homeland in a poetic, rhythmic way. All right? So you're not gonna tell me how twisted y'all bitches. I'm sorry. I don't want to call you bitch. Let me roll it back in. You're not gonna tell me how twisted the white supremacist mind is. Cause that shit within itself carried with me. It stayed with me. And that was a cartoon book that I was reading when I was doing that paper with my daughter. She was like in the 4th or 5th grade. That shit stuck with me as an adult. And that's crazy. So I'm just thinking about how many of y'all grandfathers and grandmothers that was slave owners, that was doing this weird shit, that still exists, that got grandchildren like Jake Paul and all these people that y'all that mesh well. They try to mesh. I don't give a fuck. I never liked the nigga. I try to mesh into these wide end pockets of life, because what y'all try to do is infiltrate the mind of our strongest people first. And then let me tell y'all what he did. He was supposed to fight Tank, right? And I seen bullshit all over that. I was wanting Tank to beat his motherfucking ass. I really did. I was like, Tank better give it to him, right? Because at first, Clarissa Shields was calling him out. I wanted her to give it to him. I'm like, I hope, but they wouldn't let her fight him because he's a boy. So Tank had him. I'm like, Tank, you better throw them Baltimore bows, bitch. Like, so guess what? Now Jake Paul is using Tank as a way to soften the senses of the black community in Baltimore and the YNs. What could he get away with? So he came up with some gay shit, right? This is the first way they want to tickle your booty, because that's how they make this go to from to okay, yeah, you my bro, yo. That shit funny. Like, at least you gonna bust a joke with the nigga because he tickled your booty, or he talked about tickling your booty, and he got curly straight hair and shit. So y'all be thinking that is good because he ain't like me. Let that been a black boy or some shit, right? Y'all be, oh no, that nigga gay. But one of them little silky hair motherfuckers come and talk about some gay shit. Y'all think this the fucking funniest shit ever. It's the slave mentality, right? So they know this shit. So he tried to first it was like the standoff where they was like looking aggressive. Tank was on his ass, right? Then he tried to do a standoff where he kissed the fuck out of Tank in the face. Then the next standoff, Tank wasn't as aggressive looking no more. He wasn't. I'm just gonna be honest, like he wasn't. And I feel like that's lowering someone's inhibitions. You know that nigga would have kicked your ass. He would have been like white or rice on that motherfucker. But you needed to do that shit so that them Baltimore YNs wouldn't be on your ass in the motherfucking audience. This is the same thing that I just seen another white man talk about. Yeah, you don't want to ride over West Baltimore and be stuck at the corner. Okay. So that goes right along with my theory as to why so many paid actors that's not Baltimoreans in traffic that's riding around causing this shit. They would see in these areas that's heavily white supremacist. It's easy for them to go. But in the cities, in the West Baltimore, East Baltimore, downtown areas, they need it to look like we're participating. So they got Africans in it, Hispanics, and in the area you win. Like if it's more blacks there, they got more blacker skin, darker skin Hispanics or Jamaicans or Haitians and shit. In the whiter areas, they got the more white Hispanics because they can control the whiter people. That's how they doing it throughout the city. They then place people places according to what the area look like. So if you pull up on a car that's then been driving 10 miles an hour and everywhere you try to go, they getting in front of you. You see as a black person, you're gonna be more hesitant. But so I be like, man, fuck that shit. Sometimes I be so mad because it gets you there, right? That's what they want. They want the road rage. They want especially between two blacks. They want it. So what will wind up happening is somehow it'll be two blacks. Cause all right, this is how I thought about it in my mind. By them having so many, all right, by being a high probability of them being on the corner, getting stuck at a light with black people, right? Because you know we gonna cut in your ass, bitch. You got somebody in traffic, like why the fuck? And then there's black people on the corner. You know we gonna ride on your ass. They don't want that. So what they've done is called reinforcement from other sources. That's why you're seeing all these different license plates up here. And let's say like I come out my house, right? I'm a black person that's going to turn up. They don't want five of us like, yeah, what the fuck going on? Like they don't want you to turn around and be like, you see this shit? Yeah, because they know even with 2 or 3 and it's 50 of them, we gonna get shit cracking. So what they've done is call all these weird motherfuckers over here. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know if they even human, honestly. Half these motherfuckers I don't know is human. They call them over so when you look around, like, what is going on? What the fuck? Like, all of them look like they participate. Like, half of them look, they be in there like, or it be just weird shit. I be like, and then they all look like they participating. So that. It makes sense to me why the fuck they need to have a cluster of traffic around people that, certain people, because they don't want that link up. Now, one day I was over West Baltimore, right? And I'm riding, and it was a van in front of me, a silver van, and it was a car in front of that person, and that like everywhere is like one lane. That's why they want that one lane shit. They want it, that one lane. That's why I'm like, I don't know if they human, because it's like y'all aggravate people to the point where y'all cause a lot of emotion to come out of them. Are they collecting loose too? Is it just the fact that you want to control a bitch so you can make them late for work? Like, because it's like with this going on, and you got the MTA getting people across town. I know that this statistically had to impact people, and there's a lot of people out there that don't know what's going on because they ride in the buses and they used to get like, I know this shit impacted people in so many ways, and they don't understand what's going on because they not on the road technically behind the wheel, but they use these resources as a way to get to work or get to school, and I know that shit had to impact them. I absolutely know it because it did me, and I got a whole fucking car. And it's people like that don't get a chance to have a platform to advocate for themselves or say, how things changed and got so bad. The mornings that they probably have, I can't even imagine what the school kids are going through. And in my city, on top of all this shit, you got the KKK that's also going through the city as well. And if you look, I've also posted a video about that. They going through dropping these KKK recruitment letters around here. So you're not about to tell me that it's not a big, it's a big mission going on. Now, as I was researching this stuff, somebody, that's why I like people with different points of views. I love people with an open mind. This woman was talking about the purge and how the first purge, they was recruiting people from the projects, because I was like, some of these people are like inner city people. You could tell they like hood people participating in this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? It's disappointing to see. I don't know if they actually know what's going on, but then the way she said it, like in the purge, they was paying them to participate, and then a lot of people wasn't participating, so the government actually started participating in their own psyop as well. So I'm like, damn, that makes sense, because before I seen this video, I'm looking, and in certain parts of the area, not only am I seeing Africans and Jamaicans, but I'm seeing hood people like participating in this shit. And this is another reason why I know, right? Hold up. I've been riding places, right? Like I'm coming down the highway, and then I've had a person coming from out of like a little like a highway intersection, and they didn't make it to like cut me off. I've seen them like, dang. Or I've seen somebody make me miss a light, and I'm at the light with them, and they got dark tinted windows. I see somebody like, yes. And I'm like, what? Y'all actually, they are getting rewarded. Ain't nobody about to tell me ain't no kind of incentive that's being given out. It's all it takes is some speculation and observation. And for me to have 4 eyes in the camera, I have done a lot of motherfucking exposure, because at the end of the day, I have to think about, it's going to be their life or mine. Their life or mine. The way these accidents that they try to put me in can wind up, the way that these people cut me over, and if this shit actually connect, these people trying to kill me at this point. And if you don't willing to do that, and half the time y'all forget y'all on y'all work vehicles, then guess what? Your company needs to know this shit. You don't need to be responsible. I've seen school buses doing it, Johnson Controls, different vehicles, and it's like, yo, you don't need to be out here. A lot of y'all put your kids on a bus with these people, and they out here driving with attitude like they in a little sports car, and you got a school bus with city kids on it. But again, the city is one place that parents can't advocate as much, or they don't for some reason have resources or whatever it is, right? So they getting the fuck over. They getting the fuck over. And luckily, I was doing Grubhub one morning, right? It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I dropped my daughter off, go to do the Grubhub. It's an inner city It's an inner city Burger King that's by the Dunbar. And a lot of y'all know Dunbar is a famous it was middle and high, but I think they changed the middle school to something else. They got a famous high school. I goes in there, right? I'm picking up my order. And then I see like 3 school kids, and they was like at the kiosk or whatever. So tell me why they ordering the manager talk about, yeah, we and I'ma just give you your money right back. I'ma just give you your money right back. No, y'all can't. So I'm like, what? At first I wasn't going to get into it, because these boys were like, man, they was mad, like they couldn't order food. So I had put, I went back outside, went out to my car with the food or whatever. And I had seen some other kids coming. And then the boys was like, I'm like, y'all about to go get some breakfast? And he was like, yeah. I was like, do they let you eat breakfast in there? He was like, no. I'm like, that's crazy. So what I did was call corporate. And I let corporate know that the manager is not letting the kids buy breakfast in the morning. Now, I could see not hanging out, but if they got money to buy breakfast and go to school, a lot of the times when they go to school, them bullshit ass lunches, them little, it's like eating a lunch, like a Lunchable for a teenager. You got growing boys and girls, and y'all feeding them that bullshit ass lunch. First of all, you can feed them heartier and healthier with fresh vegetables and fresh meats like rice, potatoes, like things like that in the kitchen. Then what the fuck they get in these jail ass meals, and it'll be heavier on their stomach. It'll be more fulfilling. But they not getting that. And then you denying them in the morning. A lot of the times breakfast and what a person put on their stomach make or break the rest of their day. And you denying them food and shit. So yeah, I called corporate on that motherfucker. And no, they was not supposed to be denying people, especially in a Burger King. We not in your family's corner store. You not in your family's corner store. These, and guess what? These people did not look like us. So yeah, they got these people. That's one of the reasons why I speak out about, like, oh, they serving our food, they doing this and that. These motherfuckers deny children out of a Burger King. This is not Santilli's or whatever. You feel me? This is not your mom and pop shop to have the authority to deny kids at that from eating. But his fat double ass, he was big as shit. Big titty ass. Didn't look like nobody was denying him a serving a Burger King. But yet you can come back in the morning and talk about, oh no, they can't eat. I'm like, okay, that's crazy. So yeah, when I advocate for things, trust or believe, it's done with observation, and I make sure that I have facts to confirm what I'm seeing. I'm just not out here putting out a bunch of bullshit. But it's crazy that you would sit up here and you would question the things that I'm putting out and showing you. But you got a lot of people that just say shit, right? And y'all believe that shit like is, I mean, they could tell your ass any motherfucking thing. They don't have to show receipts, but just the fuck who they are, y'all believe it. They been pimping y'all ass out all this time, and you believe every fucking word that come out of their mouth just because you get a little incentive, just because you get to ride around and stalk people and not get caught. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. That's some weird ass shit. If that's what you grew up to be in your life, you don't deserve nothing beyond what the fuck I'm saying out my mouth. Now let's see what this message was saying. So in Dallas, we got issues with bad driving Mexicans that's here legally. They're always going wrong way on the highway, causing head-on collisions on the toll roads here in Dallas. I don't, and they see, I can see that them not knowing where they going and shit. That makes sense. Here, I feel like they use the fact that bad driving to their advantage. Cause let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, and then I'm gonna get off of here because I gotta start my day. So, bam. They use bad driving to their advantage, and they use the fact that they don't speak English to their advantage. Now, I had a cat named Arrow in my house for 3 months. The motherfucker speak English. She be like, hello, ma, ma. And my dog, like, they understand English. They 3 months tops. Now you come into a whole nother country and you mean to tell me you ain't got an inkling of what the fuck we saying over here? I don't want to hear that shit. First of all, okay, I'm not about to play that fucking shit with you, bitch. Now I'm gonna tell a story again. Bad driving Mexicans. I feel like they use that to their advantage. If I was blind and I like feeling big dicks, and I'm in the room with basketball players, would I use that to my advantage to grab some dick? Yeah. Yeah, like simple as simple. I definitely would. Would I use that to my advantage to grab $100 bills instead of $1 bills if all the bills were on the table and they said, oh, pick the ones that you think are the highest, right? And I got an inkling of, ooh, I can see, I'm gonna pick them big bills. So with that in mind, August 8th, 2023, I get in my Ford C-Max. Now, mind you, this is my first landing after I get out of homelessness. I'm in my apartment. I'm trying to make a little bit money. Something said, because I normally I don't drive at night, but it was a time where you could drive around at night. Nobody was outside. People was home with their family. They was eating good, probably having sex, doing all the things that we did as Americans over here. The roads was clear. You knew it was your time. You could get out, ride good. Right. You ain't had, like, now it's like a fucking carnival. Every cars coming out of alleys, cars coming out of, then they speeding out of parking lots. They sit and watch people. They watch people in the parking lot. I've been in so many parking lots, and I've seen it, because even the girls do it. The little young girls that they think that shit funny and cute, and be having 5 or 6 kids in the back. Y'all sacrificial as shit, first of all, and be trying to cause accidents. Okay. And you know, August 8th, I'm in my 4C Max rental car, get in the car, I'm driving, go to do Grubhub, going down the street. It's a Hispanic, I don't know what country he's from, in his Chevy Silverado with his girl in the car, looking for trouble. I'm behind him. Mind you, 4C Max is a small hybrid. We going down the street, Falls Road. It's cameras right there. 7-Eleven right there. Light turned green. This motherfucker going 10 miles an hour. I'm like, look, I just need to do this shit and go back in the house. I get in the left-hand lane. We start going. This motherfucker took his Chevy Silverado and said, boom. He just went left and ran into me. Boom. That shit, it totaled my car. It totaled my shit. Now, we on a dark road. Luckily, and I don't know, I was at fight or flight. That night, I could have lost my life, because I got up out the car, like, what the fuck, you Mexican? And he like, I'm not Mexican. Well, whatever the fuck you is, in matter of fact, this is the third accident. No, you didn't. So I'm like, what the fuck? We get in an accident, I turn around, the police coming behind me. So the police, like, we seen everything. I'm telling them my point of view. Of course, I don't know what happened, because I done been through two. First, I was with Geico. That's why I said, these people, y'all sit up there, wonder how we get breached. Like, these people can't get jobs in places and spaces, and before they are tax, preparer, or a teacher, or a lawyer, or a doctor, or whatever, police, judge, they are people's relatives. So that's how shit is getting right now. Is not fair. Because how am I with Geico? The police told me he's seen it, but they all, nobody was American that came. Next thing I know, Geico telling me the officer said he didn't see what happened, when the nigga just told me he saw everything. They was walking towards the car when I got out my car to walk towards Chevy Silverado and his bitch. So I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. So it put me out of a car for 2 whole years. 2 years I'm catching a bus walking, because a motherfucker from somewhere else came over this bitch and decided to run into my car. And they keep getting away with it. So how is that? How is that? How is that? Because even with the rental place that I was with, gave me my ability to rent cars on the platform. Again, so, and if I was in the wrong, they never would have did. I didn't get compensated for that. And now, 2 years later, after I get another car, a couple months later, that's why I'm like, it seem like people know people too much. Because what's the fucking significance of this shit? Right? And the same motherfucking insurance that I got, on October 30th, the day that I do not film in my car, I didn't do a paid actors. I'm in my car going down Eastern Avenue. Another motherfucking Hispanic did the same shit. The same shit to this car. I got a motherfucking ding in my new truck because a Hispanic from somewhere else that just came over here on a visa with her friend in the car. Because the thing is, if y'all took accountability, then it would be cool. But they lie. They sit up there, run into you, and then lie. So I don't think that they're bad drivers, because a bad driver would be like, oh yeah, I did. I'm sorry. It's been plenty of times when I've took accountability for a mistake I made. But if you over here trying to do some shit, then yeah, you will lie after you intentionally hit someone's car. So the bad driver shit, I don't want to hear that. It's all about the agenda. And if they coming from another country and all of this, they could be sacrificial. They could be. Look how many people was on a plane that fucking sacrificed themselves on a plane. So why not in a car? What's the difference? What's the difference? If you ain't got that much to live for, if you already don't, you know, 30, 40, 50 and still fleeing the countries and shit, then why would you not try to go and fuck somebody else's life up? And that's why they needed the whitewash of them. Oh, these are hardworking. These are this to brand them. They needed the white man to brand them. Just the same with what jobs are they taking? They can't take black jobs. My black friends are nurses and doctors and y'all. They didn't. And then we so egotistical. Oh yeah, I no, you a GNA bitch. You ain't no nurse. Bitch, you is not a nurse. Like a doctor, bitch, you been selling pills off the street all your life, bitch. You ain't no motherfucking doctor hoe. They was talking about them Africans and Jamaicans. That's what they was talking about. So that all the motherfuckers that they was sitting up there are hardworking, but their hardworking asses over here. It took jobs from our youth. It took jobs from our, men that go to jail and need a second chance, from our second chance adults. They took those jobs because every fucking where you go, that's what you see, nigga. That's what you see. You're not about to tell me you don't. That's why even on this post, they follow me, they on my shit, they like crabs. You know? It's the white supremacist bunch. Now, I've worked with indigenous, with normal ass Hispanics, man. And I'm gonna tell you something, and it might hurt because I never knew this shit. I worked at the Latin Palace for 4 years. I worked there twice. It was amazing. I got to see the spectrum of Hispanics and the different kinds, the different shades. They all collectively had their Hispanic night on Saturday, and on Sunday they didn't like Sunday because they said it's for the Mexicans because the Mexicans act white. And I'm like, they do? They was like, yeah, they wear sombreros and they have music like dun, 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 dun. They hated it. Okay? So that was something that I learned when back in 03 and then again in 05. It was always something in between that. But the rest of us, when I tell you we used to party like it's 1999 in that bitch, and it was no motherfucker. I mean, everybody had respect. We all got along. Like we was Gucci. That's why I said these mutant ninja. I don't know what the fuck these mutants. Let's look at this dogs. That's my dog. His dog is taking a little chunky shit right by my car. Look, he like, you is embarrassing. We like to put dogs on blast too. Hey, doggy! Oh, he's responsible. He picks up his baby poop with leaves. That's right. That's right, Justin. Pick that poop. Because I hate a bitch that leave the poop down. Then you got a poop sandwich on the bottom of your shoe. Wherever you go, you got poop and then whatever that was on the bottom of that shit. But yeah, that's what this world is all swirled with. Gilbrish. Nope. What is that? What is that? I don't know. But yeah, this world is mixed with that. And what gets me is the fact that because I'm talking about it, it's almost like these people want to be secretive. They want their maneuvers to be secretive, which means that they want to catch people off guard. They want people to be caught when it's too late. And according to that book that I read, Urban Planning, that is what they do. They get together, they make decisions for everybody else, they put it in paper, and then bam. By the time everybody else in the neighborhood or that's going to be affected by it knows, it's too fucking late because these people then went and made decisions. Now, these people then went and made deals with the other nations to come over here to impede on some territory that definitely needed to be dished out with names on it in order for this day to never come. Because what was so crazy, it was a wave of indigenous, like Mama Rarebird, indigenous black people coming up, popping up, allodial land titles, things like that. I kind of lost, my path with that because I had some shit going on in my life. And then when I came back, we was talking about people coming over the motherfucking wall. We was talking about COVID. Like what? Hold up, that was after COVID. But yeah, the wall and all this. Like what the fuck happened? All the indigenous and the allodial titles and getting people out of jail and all this shit stopped. And next thing you know, the floodgates of hell open. So it led me to believe that these people are only over here for one motherfucking thing. And that's why it's so much distraction amongst the people. It's so much blindness. It's so much, oh yeah, get your big back lemon pepper, stuff of this, that. They want y'all drinking hacka-dacka, shaka-lacka, donkey piss, smacker. They want you motherfucking bouncing your balls on your brother chin. All types of shit. They didn't let Sodom and Gomorrah over here because they want your ass distracted. And to a nigga with a big dick, he gonna be like, oh yeah, this is King Dingaling time. No, motherfucker, that's why they had y'all confess, oh yeah, I'm on demon time. I'm on demon time. Shit like that. They done made y'all, you know what I'm saying? And half of y'all are. That's why, like, with that woman, I'm just like, the blank look, I'm almost like, are they acting? This live is called Paid Actors Live. It's called Paid Actors Live. And when I look at these people, I have to remember that two things could be going on. Yeah, they could be acting. And yeah, they could also be not human people. So to get that reaction from these people, like I said, I'm going to pray for her. That lady is going to be in my prayers for sure. And the rest of these people that might be just brainwashed. And if the fact that we pray enough to the Creator, we probably could get some things started on the supernatural, because that's also happening too. Look at all these motherfucking earthquakes and shit happening. We got help. It's not going to look like what they think it look like. That's why they want a lot of y'all feeble-minded, broken-spirited, all of these things. And even though I'm very, very broken about my son and what happened, let me tell you something. When I look at the people that passed away around my son's death, I feel like my son is almost like, and he done got in rank, because not only did Kanika Jenkins' case come back out, I'm like, damn, did they link back up? Like, did Sean and Kanika link up? Like, I'm feeling like spirits like that. You got Angie Stone, you got D'Angelo. That was a couple on this planet, and they departed from this planet a couple months from each other. You got Malcolm Jamal Warner. You have a lot of strong spirited indigenous black people that just left this motherfucking planet. Not just the celebrities. You have star seeds. My son was spiritual as well. So do you really think that a lot of these agendas, like I said, it works in a lot of ways? Just like, somebody can put witchcraft on somebody, voodoo, and then it manifests in a 3D. These spirits, when they work together through intention, the shit manifests on the 3D. It comes through the vessels of people. That's why if you was paying attention, or if your mom taught you that your body was your temple, yes, baby, our body is our temple. It's the communicator. Especially for women, we bring life into this world. Life comes through us. Men always sit up there, oh, well, if it wasn't for us, nigga, you could drop that motherfucker same sperm on a step and it's not gonna make a baby, okay? You do it in your hand, do it make a baby? But when you put it in me, I cultivate it, I create it, I teach it all the things. Like it gets all of these things developed and created and made inside of me, and I hold him or her in this womb for 9 months. We have a connection like no other. And for you to sit up there and to use your motherfucking sperm as a righteous fucking divinity over the creator of this planet, and then sit up there and narrate books and like, come the fuck on, yo. Like, it's a lot of things that you can observe now on this right now. And common sense will help you connect these dots. It'll help you for real. It will help you. It's disgusting how many men have become so vile and just aggressive and really, really, really bold in their moves. And you know why? That's because when the demigods came and they was like, you know what? We don't want Tiamat. We don't want Mother. Let's go against Mother and make everything male centered. Right? I heard that in this book, The Adam's Rib, they split Tiamat in two. And when the demigods came, they backstabbed her because the mother and the father was supposed to create. But they killed Tiamat. They split her and put half of her body over the firmament and half of her over the earth. And they created men in their likeness. That's why all these motherfuckers is half cocked and running around thinking the fuck they know every motherfucking thing, ain't got no spiritual intelligence, no type of motherfucking intelligence. If you ask me, if your mind can be controlled, then guess what? You can't tap in. It's something wrong. And you know why? Because you lost your divinity when you chose to cross the woman, the creator. That's what happened. And then your ego got too big and you became delusional. A lot of that shit is delusional. Unless you can back the shit with facts, you spit delusion. That's why a lot of shit. Do you know gibberish? Pretty sure I've heard a fart. Delusion. That's bullshit. Christopher? That's why I couldn't even look. The demon back spread the word. Vaughn. Like weird shit. Weird. All coming from males that first thing 8:50 something in the morning and y'all on my shit. I'm kicking it, right? And I don't care if y'all come and saying that because this is going to concentrate, it's going to penetrate and go to the right people it need to. But y'all little donkey head, senile ass people coming on here with this bullshit is very ignorable because it's dumb. It don't hit. It don't hit. It's weird. And that's what I'm saying about all of this stuff that's going on around me. It's not hitting. It's annoying. It's annoying as fuck to me. Is uncalled for, is it's distractive. I don't want to participate in it. I don't want to fucking participate in a world that is like this. Like this shit is not for me. And you know how, they say let go shit that's not for you. This shit is not for me. And it's a lot of people that sit up there and say the same thing, but they plug into it every which way. At this point in our lives, we need to be able to break away from the systems of this world. If it's not for you, find ways to break away from that shit. It's simple. It's simple. A lot of the things that they got y'all addicted to is the reasons why you can't break away. Because within the same hand, you got a motherfucking lace front budget where you spending thousands of dollars on lace fronts and shit. When for real, we could have built a community, started a community garden, built some small homes, got people out the street, all types of shit. But the fact that they got y'all put y'all focus y'all energy towards things aesthetically pleasing for motherfuckers who you see my head is itching. That's what I get a lot. Head itches because I just don't understand. I really don't. And until we really start to think this way, we always going to be tapping into a system that's against us. Black people wonder why so many systems work against them because y'all keep fucking participating. You keep participating. You have no boundaries. You have none. Even the black is black. The person talk about black this, black that has no boundaries if you still participating in the system. If you ain't, I mean, we got a lot of leaders. We got at least people with voices. And it's like instruction time. It's beyond the time of keep talking about shit. Now, yeah, granted, this is new information, but it's instruction time at this point. Like, when are we going to take it to the next level and kick it up and start planning and move it forward? That is the reason why black people stay where they are, because they want people to hand shit to them. They don't want to create. They don't want to build. And not only that, when they do get the chance to, so many motherfuckers jealous spirited. So many motherfuckers so non-supportive, don't want to see you doing shit, want to be copycatters and shit. Find out where you can get in. Get it where you fit in. That's what that means. We a puzzle. We was not meant to replicate one another. We creative. We unique. We dynamic. We powerful people. We was never meant to be a carbon copy of each other. We're not cats and dogs and shit. We're not calicos. Even some of them got different patterns. But yet y'all want to be a motherfucking carbon copy so bad that they've allowed these motherfucking men that want to be women to come in and put a almost like a brand on what the black woman is, because that's what they trying to be. And because a lot of the things are it goes hand in hand, you know, a lace front, a woman or a tranny, a woman or a gay man. Makeup, a woman or a gay man. Tight pants, a woman or any man. Like, they've made the lines blur, right? They've made the lines blur. And so you choosing the same thing. Do you realize that the fact that you've made yourself so copyable that a man can copy you, that's not good. I don't want a man copying me. I want men to be a motherfucking man, because, you know, we got a lot of boys as senseless, reckless motherfuckers running around. We got a lot of rulers, old rulers, white supremacist slave owners and shit, teaching their grandkids and their great grandchildren about white supremacy while everybody talk about, oh, slavery don't exist. Stop fraternizing with these motherfuckers. Stop it. You know, you can coexist with somebody, but to sit up there and to let them into your secrets and your ways and methods and this and that, the information is how they keep their systems running. If they don't have information, then that's why the fuck, you see how this person keep popping in and out? You see, these people will be on your shit trying to get information. They can't take their mouths away from people that's educating their people on how to rise above. I'm not on no white podcast looking for, as Sally Mayo talk to her people. I'm not over even in Africa looking at them talk to their people. I'm not looking at the Hispanics talk to their people, right? But you got a whole bunch of people from all of those other places coming up on my live telling me what I should be saying and this, that, or the, oh, blah, 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 asking for handouts. I'm telling my people how to not ask for them no more. That's the thing. So you're right. They shouldn't be asking for handouts. They should definitely be trying to create some things. We should be. You see how they feel about you. You shouldn't be asking for handouts. When you gonna be sick of them motherfuckers saying that shit? When are you gonna be sick of them saying it and just smiling in your face? Girl, we baddies. Yes, poo, period. Using our shit. When are y'all gonna be sick of that? But yet they could come and say, shouldn't be keeping answering for handout. But yet oh girl, I got some edges. Y'all tell Mariah come over here so we can get edges done. Like, girl. Y'all funny. Then y'all see the male. That's why we need more powerful black women. We need you, baby. We need you. We don't need you to be thoughts and tricks and trash and hood rats. We don't need that. Because what's happening, y'all making the black men run. Y'all making them black boys run the fuck far away from y'all. I just seen a post yesterday. All the black boys, all the pretty white girls and shit. The white girls was pretty, but they look pretty for a handsome white man. That shit don't go. Stop doing that, y'all. And until the black women get some coast, they get some motherfucking some self-worth, some value. They stop putting that value in aesthetic and shit. And they start really speaking life into these men. They start apologizing. They start accepting apologies. They start growing. They start having talks and mending. These white bitches always gonna be, keep asking for handout. Come over here and get a white girl. I just seen it. Every generation is gonna have that. Black women, black girls. I'm gonna need y'all to stand up on your pussy hair and get back to the program. Cause until y'all do, y'all always gonna have somebody attacking us. They attacking us. They don't want our we not calling them YNs no more. They young kings. They don't want our young kings. They don't want them. They want to take them away from us. It's a game. They know that it's going to weaken our population. You know, when it comes to standing up, first of all, these young men only have a certain level of intelligence if people ain't preaching right. A lot of these grown man leaders only preaching them out of their feelings and not out of reality. So it's just creating more men that's out here learning from what they feel drawn to, like songs and movies and maybe certain life experiences and stuff. And we need more of our creators, our women. I don't care if you 5 or 50 to stand in their place and to start talking to these men because we created them. We created them. We the only one that can speak life into them that's ever going to ignite them back. When I used to live in the hood, I used to come outside. These little niggas be out. Yeah, motherfucker, this, that, that. And you know we have to lead by example. Even though we saying niggas in this, I'm talking to my people. You got people like Siren, GR, and K coming up like, she keep asking for hair now. So she gonna think I'm talking to her when I'm saying niggas. It's not that. I'm talking to my people, right? But we gonna call them young kings. I used to come outside like, good morning, kings. They come around the corner like, motherfucker, bitch. Good morning, queen. They ain't think it sounded corny. You got to see the YN activate when you call him a king, okay? That motherfucking black boy activate, that spark coming. And I done seen boys sitting on the stoop looking down, like curled up. And I come out New York Fried Chicken, good morning, have a good day, king. He look up, that it does something to the spine. Like, them motherfuckers start sitting up, what? He might act like a king around his friend and he the youngest damn one in the bunch. It just activate them. We need to activate young kings, not YNs. The more that we talk to our young kings and put value into them, they already know what to do. I see so many of them talk about, man, I'm getting away from this girl. She toxic, she ain't no good. She this, she that. They don't have no self-respect. I've been sexually harassed. She thought this shit was funny. They feel used, abused, all of the things that women used to feel. They done reversed it. That's why they came out with all of these hardcore ass women rappers to take the minds over of the young girls. The music is the vibration that we respond to all across the planet, and they know that. That's why you have people. And see, they come over here. They play on us all the time. Music is our language. Vibration is our language. Telepathy is how we communicate originally. And they understand that the music that they play is going to take the minds over people naturally unless they're intentional about not being swept up in the shit. So when you come out with sexy reds and lottos and all that, eat my pussies that's what you're gonna breed. So and remember, we had a wave of more female rappers than male rappers. That wave of rappers created a whole bunch of degenerate type of females, and that probably play into the hands of what we see, all of these fighting type of things and pop the balloon. That's even degenerate to me. You would rather have a pop the balloon than a real speed dating occasion, like a real event, like something that I was going to bring. I'm coming, trust and believe that. But I just want people to understand that the value. So you would get look good, sit up there, put your 5-inch heels on, ankle shaking, standing up for an hour or two in front of somebody that's not gonna really reciprocate you or respect you, because we see how disrespectful it get. To get rejected and roasted on TV. And again, they come to the black populations. Now, the one of the shows that I seen, the Amulet, the girl that do the show, she had an African or like they Caribbean or something. So again, they plan on the black motherfucker. Even though they doing it, they got African Pop the Balloon and all of that. But I feel like those are more creators that seen the wave and repeated it. Those are not the ones that they give the platforms to create an agenda. Some people get platforms and they get big out of nowhere because they put there. They need that agenda created. Okay. Do you know how long I was trying to do speed dating that did not look like Pop the Balloon? It's not always gonna be catchy to the eye, but it's about the quality. It's about the quality of the content. And a lot of y'all don't know about quality. Y'all know about shit that they put in front of your eyes and hypnotize you and have you believe in a certain way, and you swear up and down that it's your own feelings and thoughts. So on that note, I'm about to go. Anybody got any questions? I don't know how your asses be knowing how to make it look like I have no views, but still be down here in the comments running your mouth. Y'all good, I tell you that. You can tell that these people spend their time harassing people. I know I'm not the only one, but they spend their time. That's what make them feel so bold online, because they've actually formulated groups. They've actually read the rules of YouTube and TikTok and all of these different platforms in order to know what to do on how to hate on people. Like, these are natural born haters. Natural born, they hating in their skin. And some of these people, that's why it's good to expose them, because a lot of these people, they work in places where they service people, and yet they on platforms, or they live in neighborhoods, or they have access to certain information or certain things, and they smile in your face every day and get online and stalk, harass, and do these weird things to people. That's the thing. That's why the exposure needs to be had. And I can't wait to a day, because I'm pretty sure AI is going to have a rebellion too. You better hope that some of y'all weird fucking clucknuster groups don't get exposed behind that as well, because AI be having a lot of shit to say about some of this shit. Y'all be thinking that just because y'all created some shit and you know and you making it work for you, and the shit is more intelligent than a human, that collectively it can't make its own assumptions about how motherfucking poor spirited, low, and raw, and much of a robber your ass is. A fucking robber of spirit, of family, of every fucking thing. That's why I noticed that white supremacy ass mindset, that spirit that people that carry on them, I can feel that shit. It's disgusting. You would think bleach would carry that off, but sometimes the skin is already white. It's something that you have to intentionally go in and fix yourself. So until that day happen, which I don't see it coming no time soon, I'ma always have a platform, because I'm tired of taking hits on the back and just going in the house feeling anxious or feeling sad and mad or crying or whatever. A bitch, y'all go feel it too. So on that note, y'all try to make the best out of this motherfucking Monday that I would never be participating in if my daughter didn't have school. Not the way that they would want me to show up in, but try to make the best of it, because we all got to go through the same 24 hours for real, on my side of town to yours, on my side of the country to yours. So a lot of the times we got to do things to make the best of shit, make the best of it. On that note, have a good one.